Hello everyone. Today this is Lakshmi from MBA department. Today we are talking about that outcome-based learning education. Outcome-based education. What is the outcome-based education? Outcome-based education is a process that involves the restricting of curriculum assessment and reporting practices in education to reflect the achievement of higher order learning and mastery rather than the accumulation of course credit, according to Tucker in 2004. So, what is the outcome based education? Globalization has brought in a clear shift from education as transmission of expert knowledge to education as building learner competencies, including learning to learn and lifelong learning. That means focus will have to be on understanding the fundamentals very well and learning new skills, competencies that would enable individuals to cope with the demands of rapidly changing workplace. Prepare global engineers who will have to solve problems and should changes which are not even known today. Okay, what is the outcome based education? First, knowledge. First, we should know about that knowledge. Second one is the practical skills. And the third one is the social skills and responsibilities. Values, attitudes, and professionalism. And communication, leadership, and team skills. Problem solving and scientific skills. And information management and lifelong learning skills. And managerial and entrepreneurial skills. In managerial entrepreneurial skills, learning outcomes has to 9. It has to be 9. First one is the knowledge, practical skills, and thinking and scientific skills, communication skills, social skills, teamwork and responsibility, values, ethics, moral and professionalism, information management and lifelong learning skills, managerial and entrepreneurial skills, and leadership skills. Okay. Next, what is the outcome based education? First one is the provide direction in the planning of your learning activity. Provide direction in the planning of learning activity. Second one is the focus learners behaviors on that is to be changed. Server has guidelines for content, instruction and evaluation. Fourth one is the identify specifically what should be learned. Convey to learners exactly what is to be accomplished. So, what is the outcome based education? Institutions adopting the outcome based education try to bring changes to the curriculum by dynamically adapting to the requirements of different stakeholders like students, parents, industrial personnel and recruiters. Outcome based education is student centric teaching and learning methodology. In which the course delivery assessment are planned to achieve started to objectives and outcomes. Outcome based education is a student centric teaching and learning methodology. Learning methodology. It focuses on student performance, like outcomes at different levels. So OB defined. What is the OB? OB defined as the process that involves assessment of evaluation practices in education to reflect the attainment of expected learning and showing the mastery in the program area. Four levels of outcome based education. Four levels. First one is the program educational objectives, program outcomes, and the program specific outcomes, and the course outcomes. Four levels of the outcome based education: program educational objectives, program outcomes, and the program specific outcomes, and the course outcomes. Let us see what is the program educational objectives and program outcomes and the program specific outcomes and course outcomes. So, international recognition and global employment opportunities are more employable and innovative graduates with professional and soft skills, social responsibility and ethics. Responsibility and ethics. Better visibility and reputation of the technical institution among stakeholders. Before we are talking about the stakeholders like parents, teachers, students, industrial personnel and recruit. Okay. Improving the commitment and involvement of all stakeholders. All stakeholders. Next, enabling graduates to excel in their profession and accomplish to greater heights in their careers. Preparing graduates for the leadership positions and challenging them and making them aware of the opportunities in the technology development. So, inputs. What is the inputs in outcome based education? Input: teaching staff, curriculum, labs, other resources. Inputs to process. After inputs: teaching staff and curriculum, labs, and other resources. Teaching and learning. After that, students at graduation. In this processing, assessment mainly via exam, test, assignments. Quality control from teaching evaluation. Quality control from teaching evaluation. So, inputs: teaching staff, curriculum, labs, other resources. So, in program and course outcomes as students at graduation, in short term only. Long term program educational outcomes. Graduates to fulfill stakeholders' satisfaction. So, assessment by exam from these inputs. Test and assignments. Assessment of teaching staff, lecture materials and flow results. And the student capabilities, short and long term outcomes, lab interviews, exit and survey, etc. 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 More thinking projects with analysis, feedback from industry, alumni and other stakeholders. Clear continuous improvement step. Okay. In the stakeholders from the employers, industry advisors, academic staff, and the public and paid parents and students and alumni. Okay. So, before outcome based education, we are talking about that traditional education. In traditional education versus outcome based education. Traditional education, grades, rank based assessment. Grades are rank based assessments. In traditional education, we required only grades and ranks only. Here, desired outcomes and goals based assessment, where it is in outcome based education. Grades are derived from the points on activities, assignments, exams, etc. Here in this outcome based education has completion of education in place. The learner has achieved set goals. Achieved set goals. In traditional education has judgment methods are shaped from the previous results. Here the judgment methods are shaped from the continuous evaluation. Continuous evaluation. Only summative assessment in traditional education. Both formative and summative assessment has outcome based education. No SS feedback improve loop rotation. The presence of SS feedback improves in loop. This is the difference between traditional education and outcome based education. So, faculty members are referred to as a change of agents in outcome based education. Teaching will become a more creative and innovative career. Faculty members will no longer feel the pressure of having to be the source of all knowledge. Faculty members shape the thinking and vision of students towards a course. According to National Board Accreditation is responsible for the accreditation of higher education institutions in India. National Board Accreditation is also a full member of the Washington Accord. NBA accredits programs and not the institutions. If an institution is planning to apply for NBA accreditation for a department, then criterion 3.1 of self-assessment report of NBA document. To mention the CO, course outcomes, program outcomes mapping for a minimum of 8 core courses. 8 core courses. Course outcomes are well defined and serves the purpose of outcome based education. Purpose of outcome based education. In National Board Accreditation, higher education institutions are classified in two categories by National Board Accreditation. What is the two categories? Let us see. In Tier 1 has institution consists of all IITs, NITs, and central universities, states universities, and autonomous institutions. Institutions can also claim the benefits as per the Washington Accord. In Tier 2 has institutions consist of affiliated colleges of universities. So, what is the levels of outcome based education? It has to be 4 levels: program education objectives, program outcomes, and program specific outcomes and course outcomes. Program education. Let us see what is the program educational objectives in the outcome based education, outcome based learning education. Program educational objectives should be defined by the head of the department in the consultation with the faculty members. PEOs are a promise by the department to the aspiring students about what they will achieve once they join the program. Which program they required. Any program in the institution like CSE or EEE or EC, which program is required. PEO assessment is not made compulsory by NBA as it is quite difficult to measure in Indian context. NBA assessors usually do not ask any PEO assessment. PEO are about professional and career accomplishment after 4 to 5 years of graduation. PEOs can be written different perspective like career, technical, competency and behavior. While writing down, PEOs do not use the technical terms as it will be read by prospective students who wants to join the program. 3 to 5 PUs are recommended. A graduate of the information technology program should program education objective 1 to prepare the graduates for a successful career to meet the diversified needs of industry, academic and research. Program education objective 2 to equip graduates with a solid foundation in discrete mathematical and engineering fundamentals required to develop problem solving ability in complex engineering design. In program education objective 3 to train students to comprehend, analyze and design and provide ability to create novel products and technologies that give solution frameworks and to real world problems. In PEO4 to inculcate in graduates the qualities of leadership in technology, innovation and entrepreneurship with effective communication skills, teamwork, ethics, and to create ability for lifelong learning needed in a successful professional career. What is the program outcomes? So, a program learning outcome is broad in scope and be able to do at the end of the program. Program of outcomes are to be in line with the graduate attributes as specified in the Washington Accord. POs are to be specific, measurable, and achievable. NBA has defined 12 POs, and you need not define those POs by yourself and common for all institutions in India. In the syllabus book given to students, there should be clear mention of the objectives and course outcomes along with COPO course articulation matrix for all the courses. So let us, what is a PO? 12 POs. Engineering knowledge, problem analysis. Program outcome 3 is design development of solution. And program outcome 4, conduct investigation of complex problems. And program outcome 5, modern tool usage. And program outcome 6, the engineer and society. And 7 is the environment and sustainability. And 8 is ethics and individual and teamwork and communication, project management and finance, and lifelong learning. So, program specific outcomes are statements that describe what the graduates of specific engineering program should be able to do. What is that? First one, design next generation computer systems, networking devices, search engine, soft computing and intelligence systems, web browsers and knowledge discovery tools. And design next generation. What is the program specific outcomes? 3. Focus on mobile and web applications development and learn the emerging technologies and framework in demand with employers and contemporary challenges. PS for 3. What is the program specific outcome 3? Practical experience in shipping real world software using industry standard tools and collaborations techniques will equip to secure and succeed first job upon graduation in IT industry. IT industry. A course outcome is formal statement of what students are expected to learn in a course. When creating course outcomes, remember that the outcomes should clearly state what student will do or produce, determine and demonstrate their learning. Course learning outcome statements refer to specific knowledge and practical skills, areas of professional development and attitudes, higher order thinking skills, etc. The faculty members expect students to develop, learn or master during a course. So, this is the levels in outcome based education. In next class, in levels or stages, we are discussing deeply. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.